Good morning everyone. Welcome back to grade 3 English class. So today we are going to learn a new story from your English workbook. So all of you please turn to page number 10 in your English workbook. Do you see the heading, The Judge Monkey? So this is the story we are going to learn today. So this is a story about two cats and a monkey. So all of you please look at the textbook. Let's read this story together. So it says, once there were two cats who were walking through a park. Suddenly they saw a piece of cake lying under a tree. Both of them jumped on it at the same time. I saw it first. It is mine, said the first cat. I touched on it first, so it belongs to me, said the other. The cats fought for a while and then decided to divide the piece into two. They did not know how to divide it. So once upon a time, there were these two cats who were walking through a park. So they were feeling hungry. So it was right then that they saw this piece of cake lying under a tree in the park. See, they both wanted to eat it. So both tried to jump on it at the same time. So one of the cats said, he saw the cake first, so he is the one who has the right to eat it. But then what did the other cat say? The second cat said, but I touched on that piece of cake first, so it belongs to me. I have that right to eat that cake. So they started fighting over it. After fighting for a while, they decided they can divide this piece of cake. But they did not know how to divide this cake equally. So let's see what happened next. A monkey was sitting on the branch of a tree nearby and watching the cats fight. You see, there was this monkey who was sitting on a branch of a tree in the park. So he saw these cats were fighting. He said to himself, that piece of cake looks tasty. It would be perfect for me. So this monkey, he also saw this cake. He also wanted to eat it. So what did he do? He slowly climbed down the tree and walked towards the cats. So he got down from the tree and walked towards these fighting cats. Hello friends, can I help you? Asked the monkey. So this monkey, who saw everything from the top of the tree, he climbed down the tree and walked towards the cats and asked them what was happening. So what did the cat say then? Let's see. One of the cats told the monkey what the problem was and said, why don't you become our judge? The other cat said, please divide this piece of cake for us. So the monkey asked the cats what was happening. One of the cats explained the situation to him, and the other cat asked the monkey if he can be their judge to assess that situation. Okay, and he asked the monkey if he can divide that cake for them. So let's see what the monkey said then. The monkey agreed and broke the cake into halves, but one half was a little bigger than the other. So what happened? The monkey agreed to divide the cake for the cats, but when he did that, he couldn't divide it into equal pieces. One half was bigger than the other. One piece was bigger than the other. So he could not divide it equally. Then what happened? Oh no, I will take a little bite of this bigger piece to make both the pieces equal, said the monkey cunningly. He took a big bite from the bigger piece. So what happened? This was monkey's plan. He was so cunning. He purposely divided the cake into unequal pieces so that one piece is bigger and the other one is smaller. And he showed these pieces to the cats and told, see, one is bigger and the other one is smaller. So to make them into equal size pieces, I will take a bite from the bigger piece. And then he took a bite from the bigger piece. But the bite was a big bite. So now the other piece is bigger and the one he took bite from is again smaller. Now it has become smaller than the other piece. I will just have to take a little bite from the second piece now, said the monkey with a grin on his face. So what happened? Now that the piece which was bigger earlier, it has become smaller than the other piece. So now he is saying he is going to take a bite from the other piece so that the pieces will be of equal size. And he had an evil grin on his face. It seems like he planned this. He did this on purpose. Let's see. The monkey continued with his trick. The two cats sat in front of him, waiting for their share. But the pieces of cake kept getting smaller and smaller. So what happened? The monkey kept on taking bites from these two pieces of cake. And he kept on saying that he's trying to make them into equal size pieces. And the cats just sat there waiting for their turn, waiting for the cake. Okay? Soon the monkey had finished the entire cake. Rubbing his belly, he said, "Sorry, it was very difficult to divide the cake. It's time for me to go now." So what happened? The monkey kept on taking bites from the two pieces of cake and he finished the whole cake, the whole piece of cake. There was nothing left for the two cats. The poor little cats were fooled by this cunning monkey. Then the monkey said, "Sorry, it was very difficult to divide the cake. It's time for me to go now." He was trying to justify himself in front of these foolish cats. And by saying that, the monkey ran up a nearby tree and vanished from sight. So he escaped from these cats. He finished the cake and fooled the cats and escaped from there. So did you all enjoy the story? Shall we read this again? You have to read the story once again. So after reading the story again, you can move to the exercise part of the story. So first you have the answer these questions exercise. So these are some questions based on the story. You have to read the story carefully and then you can answer these questions in your own words. Now, once you're done with that, there is a next exercise. Find words from this story that mean the same as the words given there. So you are given 4 words there. You have to find words from the story which mean the words given here. So read the story very carefully and answer this question. Now after that, you can move on to the vocabulary exercise. So there also you have 2 sections. The first section is to tick the correct option. So there are sentences given there and the options given are some confusing words. The 2 words given as options have similar spellings and pronunciations. So you have to choose the right option and complete these sentences and turn them into meaningful sentences. So once you are done with that part, you can move to section B. And it says find the antonyms of these words in the grid. Circle them, write them in the blanks. You see, a few words are given there. 6 words are given there. You have to find the antonyms. Antonym means opposites of the words given. For example, the first word is cell. What is the antonym of cell or the opposite of cell? It is by. And you can find the antonyms of the words given here in the word grid given below. Then you have to find the opposites from the grid and circle them. So this is how you should answer this section. So I hope the exercise part we discussed here is clear to you. So once you are finished writing your answers, you can submit them in Microsoft Teams. So let me remind the homework once again. You have to read the story again and do the exercise. So that's all for today. We'll see in the next class with the rest of the exercise. Till then, bye.